Hello. It's been a long time. Um, it's almost a year, but we made it. I think maybe a month before a year. So, what has happened in that time? A lot has happened. Not necessarily with the game, but with life in general. I think right as I was hitting my stride last year with Masefeh, a whole bunch of stuff occurred. Um, but it's 2022 now. That wave has passed, so I've been able to work on the game some more, and I'm really happy. It's been giving me an outlet, I think a healthy outlet for everything. So I wanted to share progress because a bunch of stuff has happened in the game as well since then, and I think it's worth sharing. Let's do it. So there's music now. I don't remember if there was music before. I guess I'll outline what I'm gonna want to share. So audio wise, there's effects and music and everything that are helping set the stage, so to speak, which I'm happy about. The music is obviously going to change later, but I'm happy with the audio scape because it's like setting the stage for what it's going to be like later. That's that. Mechanically, a lot has been improved and fixed and changed. I guess I'll walk us through that. And at the end, I will show the Steam page is up. So future Nick, I don't know how that worked out, but you have a Steam page as of today. We'll just start it, I guess. So one of the things I worked on, right, was when you start in this little spiral and you kind of unwind. Just makes it start a little more naturally now. So in this scene, I've got a couple voice clips from different people, each on one of these planes. So as I go through them, and they record on the tape, we'll hear a bit of what was on the tape. So I'll just start doing that so we can hear it. And then they'll fade away, just so that you get a taste of what it is, but you don't hear the whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and try to collect them all now. You probably wouldn't have known from the last time, but things are moving way smoother now. I'm like really happy with that. It just feels a lot better. There isn't like jumping around and that sort of thing. I always feel like it's important to get the feel down, which was what a key thing I wanted to achieve here. So right now I'm trying to get all of the tapes. This is just a little test level that I've got set up right now just to show the mechanics. So I've got to work back and forth between this red and green tape. Maybe we'll go around this way. Alright, let's try this. Alright, great. So we've got all of the audio clips that was in this area. Before I go and collect them all, I think I've established a pretty nice way to like keep players in. So it's kind of like there are these boundaries that you only see as you get close. So everything outside of your immediate vicinity, like you're not entirely sure what's there. So hopefully that can kind of be an interesting way to explore the space and that sort of thing. Also makes it easier to like make the levels themselves. So I'm gonna go back and like read all of these. So like now I've collected the tapes. I want to read them back. So the little reader is going around, and as it gets to each color, it kind of like tallies up all of the little segments that you want to get to see if you got them all. In this case, I do. We get the nice fade out to white, and this is a new screen. We've got the tape hubs over here, and same, up, down, left, right. But now we can actually scrub through the tape and see what the translation is. And I've got this all set up with like a localization tool so that you know, ideally I want to get it translated in Arabic and English and, you know, a couple other languages, hopefully, we'll see. But I have the system set up and it'll track, so we'll just start playing. And as it like goes through the different voices and stuff, you know, the words will update and that sort of thing. So right now I didn't collect them cleanly, so they're all kind of split apart from each other. I'm gonna go ahead and I can rewind, I can fast forward, play. So I'm really happy with this. I feel like this is such a great foundation for what's going to happen next. I feel like this is probably a pretty boring devlog, but there's a lot to show, and I haven't done one in a year. So anyway, I'm really happy with what this is. A really cool way to like piece together the story. So if you fast forward to the end, it'll kind of do this like force fade out to white situation, and you'll kind of load into the next scene. It's currently bugged out, so it's not going to do that, but it'll load into the next scene, and I've already worked on like how to, I guess I can show that too, might as well. We'll save this. Basically, and ideally, once you do that a bunch of times, you'll have a bunch of a bunch of those tapes that have been saved. And another big thing I did was I worked on a saving system to allow you to save and kind of play back the different tapes. So it's not fully implemented, but you can see the tape that I just finished. Like here it is right here. Set up the exact same way, and ideally we'll have them all set up next to each other and you'll be able to scrub through them. So that's super awesome. So now I've also got saving in the game, which is a huge step. So I can actually start like iterating and building up in that direction. Still have to figure out how you're scrubbing through all of these different tapes and how you're piecing the narrative together and that sort of thing. I have some pretty good ideas, but none of it's implemented yet, you know. So that's that. There's a lot of stuff, but anyway, that's what's shown. And oh look, that's the old devlog I was referencing. I was like, how did I set this thing up? I'm really happy that I taped George here. George is no longer with us since the last time I made one of these. That was one of the events that happened last year. But it's nice to see his face in this. Anyway. Here's the Steam page. So we got the Steam coming soon page. It's got, also got a logo, which I'm super happy about. So these are just screenshots of the very stuff that, you know, we just saw. And I'm pretty stoked about this logo. I think it's looking pretty good. Kind of representative of all of the different aspects of the game. It'll probably evolve, who knows. We'll see for now. Got the little about section. Future Nick, how does this about section hold up to what the game actually has become? I'll read the description. Recover an intergenerational story of migration told through real audio recordings of a Lebanese family coming to America in the early 1990s. Maneuver a forgotten strip of audio tape through puzzling landscapes to piece together the voices of the past. I feel like I was pretty happy with this copy when I wrote it, but it might be some editing and stuff, but yeah, we'll see how it holds up in the future. This is the about section. The entire about section. Masefeh, which means distance in Arabic, is an immersive amalgamation of real-life events, puzzle mechanics, cassette recordings, and graphical expression. This game is currently an ongoing work in progress. It will contain numerous puzzle levels, which will each explore the unique audio tape mechanic central to the game. Digitized cassette tape recordings of the actual people involved in the story and their actual lives, beautifully abstract and colorful visuals, charming audio design, and atmospheric music. And that's about it. So this is like a very verbose, unnecessarily, it's not descriptive, but it's long for both of these. Anyway, I'm happy that the Steam page is up. There currently are no wish lists, so, you know, that's the stage of development we're currently at right now. We'll see. I think that's about it that I wanted to share. I've got it all down. I've obviously digitized a lot more cassette recordings, so I can work with them. And as I said, I've got the localization tool. So as I'm working with those cassette recordings, I'm working in 1 second long increments to translate, little second long clips, so that when they're played in all kinds of crazy order, the subtitles will appear in the right time. Might do a video on that later, but we'll see. I think I have to get most of the game out there. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm probably going to stop recording, but then show some bonus footage of Leo. Say hi. Hey, buddy. We found Leo out on the street as a little kitten, and George had only passed away not too long prior, so it was really difficult, but he was in need, and we were kind of in need too. Now he's totally part of the family. So sweet. I hope he's with us in another year. Totally morbid, but I'm just being honest here. Anyway, that's the guy, and this is the really messy setup. And that is my lunch that's ringing. I'm in the middle of a work day on my lunch, so I'm gonna go pick up that lunch, stop that beeping, and I don't know, maybe I'll upload this before I get back to work. I've got about 25 minutes left. Anyway, that's the devlog. Unnecessarily long, but does feel good to do one, and get some momentum moving on this project again. All right, Leo, do you have anything you want to say before we go? Buddy, do you have anything? Oh yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, what a handsome boy. Awesome. All right. He says bye. See you.